Welcome to the L.E.G, the podcast without Isaac. He finally left. It's great, guys. To my left, tell him who you are.
Isaac's here.
In spirit?
No, he's actually here. You want me to go get him?
Will you?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. In the
So
meantime,
Isaac, the pod's going on, bro. I'm coming. All right. He's on his way.
okay.
So it's me, you,
He's here.
and Isaac.
He's here.
He's
This is
here.
great. It's like nobody left, dude. This is perfect.
He's here. Little buddy's here. We'll sit him. See if we can sit him somewhere. See if he can.
Yeah, we might need him front and center, man, because I think we're gonna get right into it. First topic we got. Here we go. We got trades. We got a ton of trades. How many trades? A lot of trades. I think the first one we should talk about is the one that didn't go through. It happened with you, Mike. Tell us your end of the story.
Shook hands with the devil, and I hope it should have paid off.
How did the handshake go? Show us how the negotiation went.
It went just like this.
Mm-hmm.
Shook hands with a snake.
What was the conversation like? How did you and Isaac meet, and then just decide this might work?
I thought it was a fair trade. I thought I need a quarterback. He needed a running back, but we thought it was going to go down. I should have known better in this league. No trades go down in this league, especially ones with Isaac that he's involved in. I do have one trade that looks like it's going to go through, so maybe that'll.
How did Isaac convince you that this was a good trade? Like, you came at him, but then he had to come back and be like, Mike, that's a great idea. We should do this.
No, the additional trade was Mostert for Adams. That was the original trade, and I was down with that. Me having Adams, and then he wanted. Oh no, it was Jones. Sorry, it was Jacobs for Joe Burrow. And then I was kind of iffy on it, but I was like, all right, go ahead. I need a quarterback. I'm in desperation mode. I know some of you watching are probably like, that's a terrible trade. But it's not a terrible trade if you're running for last place and you don't have a quarterback like myself. So desperate times call for desperate measures. So I needed to do something. So then I told him, like, everybody wants to come for Jacobs, but nobody wants Devontae Adams because Devontae Adams ain't doing shit. But Devontae Adams is still Devontae Adams. So he's like, shit, I'll take Devontae Adams too. He's like, who you want? I was like, well, I need a running back if I'm getting rid of Jacobs. Like Mostert. And I'm like, he's on his bye week. I'll take him. And then I kind of like slept on it a little bit. And I'm like, no, I don't want the Mostert and Adams. But we'll try again for the Burrow and Josh Jacobs trade. And that shit got vetoed faster than the first one did.
Well, from somebody that thought it wasn't a great trade, I think you did the right thing by letting it get vetoed. That was the smartest thing on your end. I don't know who vetoed, but whoever did out there, kudos. You're always gonna be a good guy in my eyes.
Nah, check this out, bro. This is a message to everybody in the league. You got a quarterback you want to get rid of? I'm your man.
I told you could have made the trade with anybody else, and it probably would have been all right. You did the trade with the one person.
Nobody else wants to get rid of their quarterback.
I mean, you probably make something happen.
No. Don't sit there and say I make something. You have Patrick Mahomes.
I did.
You gonna trade Patrick Mahomes?
I mean, for the right price. I mean, we can talk.
Come on, man.
Never a closed deal.
Come on, man.
So it wasn't just your trade. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can figure this out.
It was mine that got vetoed.
Yeah, it is yours, of course. But what I'm more curious about is right here. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, barely, but I can see it.
Okay, so we got transactions off the Woo-Zaw today and for the last week. Let's go for most recent. First of all, this connection between Edward and B Rain has to stop. They're practically just swapping entire teams at this point. Hate it. Love it. Hate it at the same time. Then you got you making trades. Everybody's making trades. It's just crazy, man. I think the best thing to do is someone should trade with me. There's not enough of you trading with me. That's all I'm saying. But also, I mean, I'm not mad at the Jacobs and Burrow trade. It was the Devontae and Mostert trade. I think everyone saw that pretty quick. But it's all right, man. Trades
Yeah, but
happen.
that one, that's what's crazy was that one was on its way not to get vetoed.
Yeah.
That one would have went through if I didn't convince somebody to veto it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's all right, man. But you know what? This brings us to our next topic.
I think everybody
Yes.
was just and everybody was like anti Isaac getting a running back because Isaac doesn't have a bad team, but he has no RB
It's
one.
anti Isaac getting 3 number 1 receivers because
No, because
Devontae hasn't been great, but he can be good. And he could be good
that
like
that
crazy.
trade was gonna go through. I stopped my own trade. That trade was gonna go through. I'm telling you. It
I
was
mean,
the it
it
was
only
the
takes 5
Jacobs.
votes.
No, it was the Jacobs and Burrows trade that went down like that.
Okay. Well, let me hit you with a couple jokes because I wrote these earlier today on the drive home. I wrote Isaac and Michael's trade so dumb that it made Josh McDaniels look like a genius. Josh McDaniels got fired by the Raiders for not being a genius. I just want to throw that one out there.
Yeah, we know, good one.
Oh, well, you're not gonna like this other one. Actually, you might like this other one. Isaac's so mad his dirty ass trade didn't go through. They actually moved from Hawaii to pursue his dream of becoming the new leprechaun in the hood. Yep. He's gonna full. And then last one, the fact that Edwards' trade went through and Isaac's never do just goes to show you that Peanut has great deals on new hashtag Team Fuck Isaac shirts coming out soon. Thank you, everybody. Those
We're
are my 3
doing.
jokes. I
We're
wrote
getting
those
new.
all.
We're getting new shirts here pretty quick.
You didn't. What new shirt were you gonna get? There's only one shirt to get.
Team fuck everybody because you motherfuckers vetoed my shit. You
We
guys
didn't veto your
fucking,
shit. We vetoed Isaac's shit.
and then you guys send me, and then I get these bum ass trade offers.
Well, if you're
Oh
gonna make some dumb
my god!
trade, if you're gonna make a dumb trade with Isaac, everybody's gonna try it now.
I ain't gonna say no names, but
Okay,
man,
just tell us how many. Give us one name they sent you a terrible trade. You don't say what they gave you. Just say one name because I'm curious who's one of the worst ones. You don't say the worst. Just give us a name.
Ivan sent me a really bad trade.
Oh, not Ivan, bro.
It was bad, bro. Like it was bad.
Yeah. Well, it happens, bro. It happens.
But he didn't. I mean, to be fair, like he didn't have. What made it worse was like he sent me a trade, right? And then I told him what my team needs were, and he's like, "Those are two positions I can't give up." And I'm like, "All right, cool." He's like, "There's nothing else we can do," and I was like, "Nah, bro." And he's like, "All right." What made it worse was an hour and a half later, he sent me another bum ass trade again with no of my team needs. I've been pretty vocal about I need a tight end and I need a quarterback. He sent me another bum trade with none of those positions, and I was like, "All right, dude, this I don't know what's going on." But Antonio sent me a decent one, and then I sent him something back, but he hasn't responded, so I don't think we're gonna trade. But I mean, Antonio's was decent, but it's not what I needed.
Nah, it's not. Dang. Hold on, bud. I'm gonna figure this out. What'd you see right there? Did you see my screen?
Your screen, and then it went back to the trades.
Okay, good. That's actually what I wanted. So that sounds good. Let's do that. Dang, it made a window within a window within a window, dog. So I'm gonna figure this out later. We'll just do it old school, dog. See, this what happens, bro. Isaac just lets me run the show. Last minute.
You'll figure it out, Mito.
Got it. Okay.
See?
Got it. All right. So you still see the screen for the L.E.G.
Yeah, but still the trades.
Sweet. We're here. So we haven't been here in a long time. It's been what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
At least we haven't done a show in a while. We're starting to lose our millions and millions of viewers that watch the show.
Man, well, let's just go through a quick what's been going on, man. So, what I want to go through, especially, man, is what's been happening over the last few weeks, man. We've had some crazy stuff going down. Everyone's moving around. So, it's just safe to say, man, based off the guys we got lined up right now, there's some crazy matchups coming up, too. Is there anyone that stood out to you the most in the last 2-3 weeks since we've been out?
That's just like what? Like doing good
or bad? So I'll go first, man. I'll say having Edward make all these trades makes me a little nervous, actually. He's got Jetta now. That one makes me nervous. Luis's team going on auto actually makes the team scarier. I'm a little worried about that. And then last, I'm going to say, yeah, Isaac's team's still looking pretty good. I'm glad he's on a bye. He might take an L. That's always going to be good.
Yeah, for the viewers that don't know, we are now technically an 11-man league. We had somebody drop out, and so that things got kind of hectic there, but we were able to push through it. But as far as like who's doing, who's really surprising me, actually by his record, and he doesn't score a lot of points. He's like one of the lowest scoring ones in the league. Is Ivan? Ivan's record is surprising the shit out of me.
It's surprising, but his team's actually a little. Actually, dude, it's a really good team, man. But I mean, it ought to be good.
It is, but look at the points scored.
Yeah,
he's not that high.
There's a lot of people. It's a little mismatch there. Like Isaac scored the highest, but he's in the middle. You know what I mean? Like it's just the way it plays out.
And I don't know how Edward and B Rain are doing these trades.
I don't get how they're doing so many of those trades either, to be honest with you. It's a little crazy.
You gotta add up.
Oh, I do gotta add up. Did it go away? There it is.
It went away.
Hey man, look, I don't pay for it, all right? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Get it together.
All right, man. Well, let's get into a matchup, bro. Let's get into
look, before we move on, I don't know how these trades are going through. Like, I'm missing them. I'm barely missing them. But I'll tell you what, a message to my friend B Rain. If you're gonna do some dumbass trades, do some dumbass trades over here. That's all I'm saying.
Great, fantastic segue. Nice. All right. We'll go off of mine real quick, dude. I'm just going to go straight down the pipe. So me versus Luis on auto. His team doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad either. It's definitely enough to keep it close, but I think I got a pretty good solid edge there. What do you think, Mike?
I'm going with you on this one.
good call, bro. You know, I'm always open for trades too, Isaac or Mike. If you ever want to trade with me, you can trade with me anytime.
You already, you know what? In the past, I will say one thing. In the past, you have done really good trades, and we've traded before, and it's worked out perfect for both of us. But you want some bullshit this year. I don't know what you're on, but you're on some
I'm
bullshit.
on I'm on some bullshit. You're over here trading with Isaac, bro. You're just over here
You're on some
selling.
bullshit. Okay,
You're
then
just selling.
fucking like I said, I need a quarterback and a tight end. Send me some fucking reasonable shit and we'll talk.
All right, man. We can talk. We can talk. We can talk after this. We can talk after this. But let's get into Edward and Dustin, man. You got a 5-4 and a 4-5. You got a consistent and a not so consistent team coming up here. Actually, what a week to play Edward because he's got quarterback on bye. Well, quarterback that's been hurt, Lamar Jackson. Just looking at it, it's actually closer than you kind of thought at first.
Doesn't
Huh.
D have Lamar?
D has Lamar. Look, can you see Lamar up here?
Yeah, barely.
Man, so Lamar, Baker, phew, that's a good one. So you got Dustin winning QB. They actually both have really strong running backs. I didn't realize how close those running backs were.
Yeah, I have Kamara in another league and he's not bad, so
Ooh. I think. Oh, and Edwards' trade goes through with Taysom. He doesn't have anybody else starting, so that's okay. Actually, it's an interesting matchup. Boyd's playing now.
but the trades don't go through to the next week, don't they?
I think his will process by tomorrow or before Sunday starts. So that is interesting. So he's even got some big moves to come figure out towards the end. But even with all those moves, I still got Edward probably pulling it out by a close game, but comfortably. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you got? You got Dustin pulling the upset?
And that's not an upset.
Ooh.
Edwards the upset.
Ooh.
You think Dustin's the upset?
I do. With
Dustin's
McCaffrey. Yeah, actually, I do think he'd be the upset.
no. Dustin's got the most consistent team in the league.
You say that, man. He didn't score that high this last week.
Oh, I mean, well, come on, bro. Okay. So what week are we in?
10? Yeah, going in 10?
So out of 10, he's probably had 2-3 bad games at the most.
Probably.
That's pretty damn good.
I mean, you know, so you're going Dustin for sure.
I think so.
What is Isaac going for?
Let me see. He said Dustin too because he said fuck Team Edward, which I don't agree, but that's what he said.
Damn, that is something he would say. I believe it actually.
That's what he said. And he said fuck Mito too. Don't
Oh
do
man,
that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
he's been real salty towards me, man. The messages I could show everybody would just be detrimental to his person, to his just overall who he is as a person. You know, don't want to put it out there like that. He's just
Oh, we attacking him
just
personally now. Damn.
he's just been, it's just tough right now, dude. Trades don't go through. He's having a rough one. I get it, bro. Just it's okay. But I just want Isaac to know I cut off my left toe if it means he won't win anything.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, on to the next one, dude. We got Peanut. We got Peanut versus Ivan. Man, that's actually a really good one. Peanut's on a big bye week, but Ivan's kind of on a bye week too. He's got Heineke starting. That's how dry it is out there in QB, man. Shit.
There is no quarterbacks. There's none. There's no quarterbacks left on the waiver. No. There's nothing.
But Heineke against Arizona doesn't sound bad. If you're gonna put somebody in, he might just get you 15 out the door, and that might be everything. So,
I don't know, dude. You know what? Arizona's the wild card right now. You know, you got Murray coming back, and that's the wild card right there. If Murray can not be the, like the whole Russell Wilson effect kind of thing, that team might turn it around.
Dang. Actually, dude, I think Ivan's in a pickle. He's doesn't have a kicker yet, which means he's gonna have to drop somebody, but he's got a couple outs. Nah, he'll be good. He'll get a kicker last minute. But he does have a lot of buys, so man. Just looking at this, dude, that's close. I think I'm gonna have to give it to Peanut, dude. Just the QB alone might push him over.
I think it's going to be a close one too, but I would say Drew. I think Drew's going to pull it out.
What a big deal though. If Drew can if Peanut can pull this out, bro, against somebody like Ivan, it puts Peanut right in the middle, dude. Like he'll kind of solidify his playoff spot without having to worry down the line. So it's kind of a big deal right now. So this is a big game. Then you got here's a good one. This is like Kane and the Undertaker going at it. This is like I don't know.
This is the Brothers of Destruction.
Yep. And Antonio's the Undertaker, probably, right?
Well, I don't know. You can't say Isaac's the big red machine. You can't put Big and Isaac in the same sentence.
You put a big head.
Yeah.
You know what, dude? I'm so happy because Isaac's on a bit of a bye week too. He's a big Dolphins led team. All of the Dolphins are pretty much on a bye. AJ Brown's on a bye. Downs is hurt. I wouldn't trust Murray this week. Cabernet really not going to be a starter for another week, 2-3 weeks maybe. Yeah, Isaac's on a big stretch right now, trying to just fill his team out. I got Tonio, dude, little brother upset.
I think based on all that right there, there's a lot of big point scorers that are on that bench. And I think Antonio might be able to pull it off, but I'm actually going for Isaac in this one because
you're going for
Antonio's in the running. Antonio's in the running for last place.
Just
and so am I. I need Antonio to lose, bro. It's just the way the cookie crumbles.
I don't know when you and Isaac got all mushy and became like besties again, but like this is ridiculous. I don't like it.
No, because everybody else in the league is shady. Just shady shit. There's a lot of shady shit going on. All right, that's why. Like that's what I said. The whole team fuck Isaac thing. Yeah, sure, but I'm telling you, I'm on a new hype. It's team fuck everybody because y'all just I don't know. It's just some shit.
I'm just saying, dude. You can pick a better.
Shout out to the commissioner. It ain't his fault. It ain't. Shout out to Edward. It ain't your fault, Edward. But damn. That's the
sound of a man that still wants to make a trade with the commissioner right there.
No.
Oh, I didn't even get a chance to ask, dude. I'm so rude, man. It's a tiebreaker between me and you again. We're gonna have to bring it to Isaac. What do you think?
What?
Isaac's got to be the tiebreaker. What do you think?
What, him and Antonio?
Yeah.
He said he's going to mop him up.
Ooh, false.
That's big cap.
Big cap. Okay, who we got next? We got B-Rain. Ooh, B-Rain. First of all, B-Rain and Willie, I hope they watch this game together somehow because this is just I would watch the live podcast of these two watching the games together. Funny ass dudes. All right. B-Rain on the right. I'm sorry, B-Rain on the left. Willie Wonk's on the right. What do you think about Bijan, dude? You think he's gonna come through?
He had a good start.
Yeah,
He had a real good start. But I think Atlanta's trying to figure out that backfield. Like, there's a lot of teams in the NFL that are doing that shit. You know, they're trying to figure out that backfield. Like, unless you got, I mean, to be honest, unless you got Jacobs, Barkley, or like Henry, like those guys that just get the ball all the time, you really don't have like setbacks because everybody else has like is going through this rotating shit. I guess you could say Aaron Jones too. Aaron Jones gets his carries and stuff, but I mean everybody else is just like in this split carries thing, and it's hard to get good backs.
Dude, it's gonna sound crazy, but I think B-Rain's got it this week.
I'm gonna go Willie.
You're gonna go Willie? Just want to let you know. Okay, I don't have a problem going with Willie until Diggs ends up being like out for the game because he's all of a sudden came up on his injury report, didn't practice. Nico Collins is out. Let me see. Who did he plug in for Nico? T. Higgins is out. He already didn't play DJ Moore. He's honestly going to be down to Zach Moss. So you got Zach Moss plugging in for Nico. A Diggs that might not play. Man, Willie's lucky if he gets a team out there before Sunday that's actually going to play. Yeah, I got B-Rain with the upset, dude. Another tiebreaker, man. What you got, Isaac?
He said B-Rain.
Ooh. Dude, it's rare we agree, but man.
Well, he did. Yeah, he said fuck you, but B-Rain.
He said what? He
fuck
said what?
You, but he'll pick B-Rain.
Whew. Whew. All right. Hang with me because for this last matchup, I think we should play a little intro video. It starts now, baby boy. We got Michael versus DJ, and this has a lot to do with how the season's gonna end and start next year. So I'll let you start with this, Mike. What you think?
Why don't you go ahead?
Okay.
And tell everybody, all the people watching, what's at stake here?
Okay. So what's at stake? Okay. What's at stake is if last place, whoever's in the last two positions of the league, minus the auto team, right? They're going to end up competing in a toilet bowl at the end of the season. While we're in the playoffs, they'll be competing. And loser of the toilet bowl will be last place, not just last place at the end of the regular season. Loser of that will be last place and have to do punishments for next year. The punishment, as of right now, as I'm aware of, is loser will be beer bitch, which has to grab someone a beer anytime they want at the next draft. If they
In a what?
show up,
In a
they'll be in
what?
a tutu. I'm pretty sure it's a tutu, right? It has to be a fluffy. You can wear clothes over it. From what I got, you can wear whatever with it. You just got to wear the tutu. Is it a crown, a tiara, the little Dixie, little fairy, little stick, some glitter?
I didn't get into it a whole lot because it ain't gonna be me. It's not gonna be me. That's what my name is right now on the screen. It's not gonna be me.
It's not good. Well, okay, look, I hope it's not you. But this game for this week, I mean, my man, it could be you. It could be you.
No.
All right. So let's get into it then, man. You want me to start this off? Because I'll tell you.
He said no. Isaac said no too.
Honestly, as like not just because I'm your friend, I actually think you're gonna win this regardless. Because if you'd have done that trade, you wouldn't have won this. You would have lost two good players that you could have this week that might put up some pretty decent points again, versus having what Mostert on a bye, Burrow in a tough matchup. Well, maybe not a tough matchup, but he's without Higgins. I don't know, man. I think this team you got right now is the team to beat DJ. Because DJ's team, if you look on it, Pollard's been struggling. Mixon should be heavy this week, but Pickens hasn't been much. Lazard's not much. Schultz is hit and miss. Calvin Ridley's hit and miss. George Kittle is hit and miss because if they end up running the ball the whole game, he won't get a catch. Defense is good, kicker's good, but on your end, Brown will get his touches. If Montgomery's healthy, he'll get good. Pitts, it's iffy. McCaffrey, I'm pretty confident in having a good game. Devontae, I think, will have a good game. Aaron Jones healthy and Jacobs healthy, good games. Lawrence against the Niners, it could be tough. It could be all right. So I think you win no matter what.
I really hope I pull this out. I mean, it's huge. This is a big game for me. If it was a wrestling match, I'd still win. Just to throw that out there.
Ooh, hold on. So I threw this out there. Instead of you guys playing in a toilet bowl, what are the chances you guys wrestle for the toilet bowl?
Been there, done that. I'll do it again.
So
I'll do it again.
because I know 4 people right now that are like down as fuck to have that as instead of your team versus his team.
I'll do it again. But I'm not gonna be in the toilet bowl, so it don't matter.
No, I get it. But if for some reason it ends up being you and DJ, you guys we draw a circle in the grass.
I'm gonna say less. Say less.
Would it be like a 3 takedown competition or a wrestle to pin competition? I was curious how you would take that.
I don't know. I know damn sure it ain't gonna be 6 minutes.
Well, no, nobody's saying that. That's why it's either 2 out of 3 takedowns wins or first one to pin. Either one will be done in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, or minute rounds or whatever.
Dude, okay. Who would you want to be the ref? Me, Isaac. Who else has experience? Edward. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but I mean, you could have refs, dude. Okay, hear me out. What if we rent a midget to be a ref?
Just call Isaac.
Okay, that works.
It's the same thing.
I see you saving money. I get it. I appreciate that. So you definitely think you're gonna win this week against DJ?
I think so. I should. And if I don't, then it's bad. That's a bad thing for me. That's worst case scenario.
I do feel confident in you winning this week because I don't like his receivers for the lineup this week, and I get it. He's without Tua, which is a big deal. With Tua, that's a different team he's got. But yeah, you know what? I think even with Tua, man, you still have a good chance of beating him. You beat him this week. It puts you in a much better spot, especially if some of the other teams lose too. Like, man, you'd be right up there with the win to almost get in the playoffs, like right off of one win. You know what I mean?
I need it. It can't come at a better time. I'm on a 6-game losing streak.
I mean, yeah, you are, bro. Don't worry, dude. I've been there too, man. I've been there too. It sucks. But all right. So we got all the matchups, right? We got them all done. Let's get into the final standings. Let's see where we're at right now with our league. All right. I gotta give it to Isaac, dude. That thing's lit. The little intro. Love it. Feels like I'm going to the world, like the US Open, Olympics. I love it. You know what I also love? Being number one, because last year it was rough at last place. Let me tell you, Mike, I've been in your shoes, bro. I've been in your shoes.
Hey, what do the viewers think of the last couple of last places in the league haven't had to do a punishment?
We did. Well, technically one quit. That's unfair.
That's kind of bullshit, I think, but hey, this is why I'm team fuck everybody.
If it's fair, last year before the draft started, I asked multiple times about a last place punishment, and everybody was a little skittish because somebody quit the year before. So we thought, man, we should take it easy. But I asked multiple people multiple times about it before the draft started. And on the day of the draft, as a matter of fact. I don't care what you say, bro. I don't care. It's just gonna suck when you gotta wear a tutu if you don't keep winning.
Yeah, he said bullshit too.
Yeah, well, he didn't get a trade in this week, so he might be salty.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit veto.
Well, speaking of vetoes, let's talk about who didn't get vetoed. The guys at the top. No, I'm just kidding, man. No, but we do got standings. So out of the standings, we've had a lot of shuffles, but it seems like the top of it's been pretty crazy, and so has the bottom portion of our league. T Times pretty much solidified himself for number 2. Him and Wonk have been going back, but T Times a contender. Willie made a lot of trades I didn't agree with, but it might work out for his team. If they don't, we're going to see a big change in the next couple of weeks, which puts him in a tough spot. You got a lot of 5 and 4 teams. You got a lot of 4 and 5 teams, even a lot of 3 and 6 teams that's still scratching to make the playoffs. They have a chance. This has probably been our most competitive league this for all the leagues we've had. We usually have a better separation of people making the playoffs. This year, it's pretty tight.
Yeah, everybody's pretty close together. Basically, on what needs to happen, like for me, basically, is I have to beat DJ, Antonio has to lose, and Christian has to keep losing. That's pretty much what has to happen as far as what has to happen for me not to be in a 2-2.
Now, just to put more context into it, if we look, dang, doesn't let me. Hold on, it's right there. It is. Sweet. Okay, out of all these teams, right, we look at like points for, points against. That's usually how we can decide who's had a good year and who has a bad year. I say easily, dude. Those last like 3 teams have had like a ton of points scored on them, a ton of points. So it's more matchups. So you guys have just had bad matchups, but still putting up decent points if you ask me. There's still a good chance for. My idea is that last 8 and 7 spot in the playoffs is going to be a toss up at the end of the year. So, Mike, you start winning this week, win one more, you're right back in it. You know what I mean? Because there could be some lose outs down here at the bottom.
I don't know who I play next week, but I'm going to need it for sure.
I want to point out Mike made some derogatory claims toward my team when we were going to play a couple weeks ago. He said a lot of nasty stuff about my team. I'm still not over some of the stuff he said. You.
What'd I say?
You were woo-saw. Hold on. Woo-saw. Dirty rat. I just want to let you know, man. If you weren't so mean to me, you weren't on Team Isaac, you might have had a win.
What'd I say?
You said something about I won't make the next podcast, and then Isaac didn't show up, and then he didn't show up today.
That was a long time ago.
Well, I'm just saying, dude, back then we were friends.
Well, you know what? Like I said, team fuck everybody.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, I think that's about it, man. Let me, oh, sweet. I should have been playing this the whole time. This actually shows our standings. I worked all month on this. I'm just kidding. I did it like 5 minutes ago. But it just breaks down the teams down here. All I'm saying is it's looking good for some of us. It's not looking good for you, Mike, unless you trade with me tonight. I have some good trades.
We'll talk, but I already know you probably on some bullshit.
What are you? Dude, we met up the other day, and you were just so rude, bro. We could have had a good trade.
I was not rude.
I'm just saying, dude. Well, if you got any last things to say, man, go ahead. You get this floor is yours. If not, we're gonna wrap this up.
Nope, that concludes the podcast. Like I said, everybody that watches the show, that's not in the league, thank you. I appreciate you, and we'll see y'all next week. Hopefully, next week I got a smile on my face from this win I just got. If not, it's still gonna be entertaining because I'm gonna be mad as fuck. But hopefully it don't go down.
I'd be willing to push an idea of you and DJ wrestling this weekend for your guys' matchup instead. You just let me know. I'll get behind it right now. I'll start following.
All right. Hey, you got a spoon back there because you're stirring the pot? Yeah, I thought so.
And by the way, if you guys didn't notice, dude, got the sick-ass shirt. Mike's got that whack-ass hat.
Yeah, what happened? What happened in that game?
We got robbed, dude. We got robbed.
Robbed by fucking 50 points. Okay.
Yeah, us Buffaloes didn't appreciate that, man.
All right, everybody. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. See you guys later.